Hello, everyone, and welcome to Henry Ford College in Dearborn, Michigan, and Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. I'm Jeff Lowe, along with Eric Payton. Eric, how you doing this afternoon?
Hey, doing well. Can barely hear you because the acoustics always pretty high here. And, you know, it's a good afternoon for some good basketball. Let's just hope that Henry Ford can play some good defense, get some good shots. That's the key. Get some good shots, play some good defense. You can say it either way you want to. That's what's got to happen because Schoolcraft is ranked in the country and undefeated in the conference.
Schoolcraft ranked number 13th, and they're on the board first in the black uniforms. Henry Ford in the light home uniforms.
Got to stay away from the sideline, especially your big girl. Middle of the floor is where it's going to happen if Henry Ford is going to be successful. Do not let the sideline be a sixth person or a seventh person on the floor.
That's Reagan Bird with the shot attempt. She was fouled going to the basket, and she'll get 2 shots. Your starters for this afternoon's contest, you got Bird, McNitt, Overton, Cable, and Smith for Schoolcraft College, the number 13th ranked team in the country. 4-0 in league play, 17-2 overall. And for Henry Ford, you got Jade Bates, Duckett, you got Shahat, Parks, and Dunbar.
It's going to be important for these starters to stay out of foul trouble. Now, that's the first foul right there, number 15 for Henry Ford. Promise Dunbar. She looked like she had a little hitch in her giddy up, hobbled a little bit. Pressure. Schoolcraft's going to come with it right away.
And that pressure turned into 2 points. And Overton with the bucket. Pointer is good by Reagan Bird.
That's okay. That's okay. Just stay in it. It's early. Come right back.
Duckett quickly back the other way, gets up a hurried shot. Good look at a three-pointer right there is no good by Shahat.
The only thing only issue I have with that possession, it's all three-point shots. It can't be today.
Otley swinging the ball around the perimeter.
And that's man-to-man. I thought it was a little matchup, but that's man-to-man.
And a good drive that time by the Ocelots, and that's Cable with the 2 points for Schoolcraft College.
Yeah, 2 young ladies reached out. I think it was Duckett and Bates reaching. I mean Parks and Duckett reaching. Listen, stay in front. Trust your help side. Today has got to be a help side day where everybody's got to be aware of what's going on the defensive end.
That was McNitt with the last bucket for Schoolcraft. Schoolcraft is coached by Shay Lewis, assistant coaches Nicole Buford, Tyra Finley, Demetrius Ware, Javon Catwell, and Jeff McKinney. And your Hawks, Shawnee Marshall, the head coach in her second year, maintaining. Officials for this contest, you got Edward Banks, Julian Van Dyke, and Joseph Hinger.
It's good to know the officials. I know Banks and Van Dyke for sure. Van Dyke, a former UDM standout. And Ed Banks used to coach with us, Shep and I, Duran Shepard at Inkster a little bit.
Henry Ford trying to go inside there, turns it over. Quickly down the other way, Schoolcraft College. Swinging the ball around the perimeter. 3-point shot attempt, no good. And Shahat with the rebound. In the open floor. She has to be one of the bright spots for Henry Ford. Long jumper, no good. Bates with the rebound and the putback.
Oh, that's a bonus. She's not a scorer. But if she plays her role today, rebound, play good defense, and get some extra bunnies, you'll be fine. Now, that looked like a foul. Henry Ford was able to get away with one. Parks has got to stay in the game now. All this body language has got to be good. It can't be anything other than that today.
Parks with the block. They go right back inside. A nice up and under move that time by Schoolcraft, number 5, and that's Overton.
This is a replay of last week against Oakland, but Henry Ford was able to get the dub. Good aggressive move to the basket by Duckett. Led her right there. I want Shahat to be a little bit more aggressive and take some shots going to the basket. Still playing man, and I just think that's a principle that they want to execute. They want to play man-to-man defense.
Nice drive that time by Shahat in the open floor.
That's what I mean by aggression. She's got to do that.
Blocked by Parks on the defensive end. 14-4 in favor of Schoolcraft College.
Now, slow the tempo down and run, and Parks, get in there. Get in there. Got a kick ball there, but I want Parks to slide into the middle. And I like this substitution because now you got another active body in Zaria Beavers. Beavers wants to score as soon as she gets the instant offense, just add water, like George Trapp of the old Pistons.
Shahat in the open floor once again, attacking the basket. Nice job.
That's what we want. You got to have that.
Quickly back the other way. And Jada Bates doing her role, playing some good defense right there.
That's what you have to have, Jeff. I mean, know your limitations, know your role, and play it. And play it well, because you got a team in Schoolcraft, the Ocelots, who do not have a problem with running it up and triple digits. They check the scores. They don't have a problem going for 100.
And they're ranked number 13th. Up and under move, whistles blow, do not count the basket. And a foul on the play.
And Coach Marshall is really, she's demonstrative. She knows what she wants out of her girls. She's telling her how to play, telling Beavers how to play. You got to listen. She's saying play on the side or fronter.
Osley's trying to go inside, outside shot way off the mark. Henry Ford comes down with the rebound and again on the attack. But that one comes up empty and not a good foul right there.
She just can't have it.
Promise Dunbar missing the layup and committing the foul, which happens all too often.
She pushed the tempo. She got to the glass. She did everything right, but then that reach-in foul. You got to discipline yourself not to let that happen.
Inside again for the Ocelots. Number 5, that's Overton. 16-8 your score, and it's still at midcourt. Mariah Scott checking into the game for Henry Ford. .440 on the clock. Here in the first, if you just joined us. Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network. Nice drive to the basket. Good defense by the Hawks. Shahat.
They missed it. We heard the crackling up here. That's a foul. It's all to it.
Left hand layup is good. And that's number 10, Mariah Scott. And a turnover again, number 2 on the steal. That's McNett with 4 points. And again, another turnover. And that's got to be a charge. There you go.
Offense. That's offense, and Henry Ford has got to find a way to get the ball across half court. Get across the midcourt line and set some things up.
3:50 on the clock here in the first quarter. 20-8 your score. And Schoolcraft picking up full court again on the defensive end. And a trap on the sideline and forces the jump ball.
Well, that's smart by Schoolcraft because they caught Ariana Dorsey on the bounce in front of their own bench. So as soon as she put it down, they tied her up. And they're coming on the trap every time. They're going to trap the ball handler. I like the pick action. I love the pick action from Nicole Pinkerson.
Shahat missing the shot. Henry Ford gets the rebound, kicks it back out.
Good.
Long three-pointer by Shahat. And another rebound by Henry Ford.
Good. Run it. Oh. Got to be careful with the pass. Cannot telegraph it. If they know you're going to swing it that way, fake it and look inside. Pinkerson gave him a good body. She's setting some picks. I think Coach wants to get her acclimated to everything. She's a nice-looking kid. Lincoln Park.
Ariana Dorsey now into the game for Henry Ford.
But Henry Ford's got a few new faces, few new bodies here, and I hope that they can provide some good contributions because they need them. Good D. Get away from the sideline.
Good job by Parks that time. She stepped on the sideline and turns it over. And that was Duckett. Got to be aware of where you are on the court. .236 here in the first quarter. 20-8 your score. Favor of the Ocelots from Schoolcraft College.
Jeff, we got to say it right. It's the Ocelots, man.
Ocelots.
Say it.
Ocelots.
Practice it. Practice it in the mirror. Go back to 20, 30 years ago when you first started in this and practice.
Oh.
I don't have the nightmares of those. It's just some of the names. If you don't rehearse them, you get on the air and then it becomes something that you didn't rehearse. Or if that's the case, just say Schoolcraft.
Yeah, if that's the case. Good job defensively forcing the jump ball. As Duckett got her hands on the ball. And Schoolcraft will retain possession. Good ball movement. Long three-pointer from outside, no good. Shahat in the open floor. And knocked out of bounds from behind.
Well, now, you know, Coach calls out Baltimore. Run it, and run it with fidelity, and don't be afraid. Schoolcraft is in your face, so they're not going to go anywhere. You got to be able to do some real positive things when you have the basketball. Settling for 3 points, 3-point shots is not the answer. You can't get 12 back in one possession.
Good look inside, but not able to convert. Good rebound and a step through. I thought it might have been a travel.
She ran first.
Yeah.
She ran. She ran to the basket and got a layup.
Count the bucket. And going to the line.
So just keep track of this now. I want you to go ahead and finish your thought because you got somebody at the free throw line.
That's Sharon Smith at the free throw line. Shooting one.
You got Shahat with 2, and Duck and Promise Dunbar with 2. Your backcourt has 4 fouls. Four of the teams team's 5 fouls.
The Ocelots picking up full court again. That full court pressure giving Henry Ford some problems.
And I love that. I love the fact that Duckett stuck her head in there and tied it up. But these possessions have been rugged. You need some clean possessions if you're Henry Ford, where you can execute and get an extra pass and get a layup.
Long three-point attempt, no good.
The last 5 possessions have been 3-pointers for Henry Ford. That cannot happen.
Nice drive baseline, and again, the foul on the play. It's number 10, Pinkelson.
No, they called that on Jada Parks. That's on Parks.
Okay, Parks gets called for the foul, which will send Reagan Bird to the line, shooting 2.
And Henry, Schoolcraft has all types of depth. That's been an issue ongoing for Henry Ford. Every team that comes in here has more players that have played. Having players that have played is the key.
Under a minute here in the first quarter. And that one's stolen away at the top. And then for the layup, it's good. Bird leading the way for Schoolcraft.
Drew the blocking foul, and I told her between games last week, I told Promise Dunbar, keep your head up. When you're dribbling down the floor, you got to keep your head up. You can't just dribble, and after you get across half court, you get to the free throw line, inside the free throw line, and you got your head down. That cannot happen. You got to keep your head up. I remember the drills where they have you defend with your hands behind your back. Hey, I was just talking about Promise, and her brother shows up. And it's good to see him, man. But I tell you, right now, Henry Ford's got to play some good defense. And it's hard because Schoolcraft is long. They're long. Entry passes, it's a point guard's dream when you're playing with Schoolcraft.
That was Deja Brown with the last bucket. 6.5 remaining here in the first quarter of play. 29-8 is your score.
This can get away from Henry Ford with the quickness. So Henry Ford's got to play tough.
Dunbar, long 3, in and out. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Your score 29-8. You're watching Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. I'm Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate. We'll be right back after this.
I told your sister, I said, motherfucker, you look up with the ball. That motherfucker run the We gonna talk a half, man. That's what I'm talking about. Like you in college, you know.
All set to start the second quarter. 29-8 your score. And the Hawks finding themselves in with a deficit. What must they do to get back into this one early on here?
Well, I tell you, Jeff, the last 5 possessions that I counted were shot attempts by Henry Ford, 3-point shots. You can't win it that way. It's a 21-point deficit. You can't get 7 threes in one possession. So what do you have to do is, hey, run your offense. And I think they need to probably go to a zone because if not, they're going to get in foul trouble. I'd rather give up a basket playing a zone than playing man and committing all types of fouls.
Schoolcraft goes right inside and gets a quick bucket to start the second quarter.
And Jeff, let me be clear. I'm in no way questioning Coach Marshall's expertise in this. She's good at what she does. It's about personnel.
Nice three-pointer from outside.
Big Bro just told me. Big Bro just told me if she's a good standstill shooter, but she's on the ball. She plays on the ball a lot. She's the primary ball handler. That's what's going to hurt Henry Ford with this lack of depth. Good shot by Promise Dunbar. She can shoot it.
Trying to go inside again and does so. Good defense by Henry Ford. And the jump ball is the call. It's coming down with the rebound, number 10 for Henry Ford. And that's Nicole Pinkerson.
Yeah,
Quickly up to Dunbar.
Pinkerson's one of those new faces that I was talking about. And if you can get someone to handle the ball, maybe GG on some possessions, you'll get Dunbar spotted up. You also get her an opportunity to get a blow because she's going to play 40 minutes. If she's not in foul trouble, she's going to play most of these minutes today.
Shahad has been the primary ball handler for Henry Ford most of the time. That was knocked out of bounds off the hands of Parks and over to Schoolcraft. Jade Bates now checks into the ball game, number 0 for Henry Ford.
And I just think that, Coach is looking at Parks and saying, hey, you got to give us some more. And she's got to get the message today.
Shahat with the rebound in the open floor to duck it, and that one's blocked.
It's that strength. I just wish she had a little bit more strength. Duckett has the right idea, and she's tough.
Good job by Shahat to get the rebound. And Duckett on the travel.
I got to say this. I saw 2 Henry Ford players kind of trotting. Once you get the ball across half, you should have already beaten the ball. Once you advance the ball, you beat the ball. I mean, this game is a beautiful game, but you can't stand and watch it when you're on the floor. You got to play it.
Nice hard pick. And going inside again, it's Brown with 2 points. She has a quick 6 points for Schoolcraft.
That's a good move.
Dunbar got all the way to the basket. Offensive rebound by Schoolcraft, and Bates comes away with the rebound. Up quickly to Shahat. Shahat going hard to the basket.
But she didn't have her head up, and it was a journey to nowhere. You're going baseline to baseline. It's a good timeout.
Raven Guy with quick 2 points and a quick timeout by Henry Ford. With this timeout, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with more Henry Ford basketball after this. 17 on the big clock here at Henry Ford College. 35-11 here in the second quarter. Henry Ford with the ball, and again, Schoolcraft picking up full court. And this pressure has been giving Henry Ford a little bit of some problems. Duckett, baseline jumper, got the shot off, but it fell a little short there. Schoolcraft going inside again, and that's number 30 with her first 2 points of the game, Levine.
You got to take care of the basketball up top. That's inexcusable. You can't have that.
Smith with the steal and the 2 points. Shahat, jumper from outside, no good. Schoolcraft snatches down the rebound and wants to run. Up the floor quickly, and another 2 points.
And now, I mean, it's gone from 22 to 26 to 30.
Duckett throws that one up and draws the foul.
And if you're Henry Ford, I mean, you can't make the game longer than it should be. And what I mean by that is by not defending, by, just half, running at half speed or half pace. You got to continue to play hard. The clock is gonna be your friend if you indeed work hard. That's always been the mantra that a lot of the coaches I play for have said. Just play hard all the way through.
Duckett misses the first free throw.
And the body language from Henry Ford looks, they look a little defeated. I just remember just the way they played last week and the week before, and got to have some good effort today.
The ball movement by Schoolcraft. Nice jab step. Inside again, not able to finish the layup. Defended well by Henry Ford. Duckett from outside. That one's going to be short. Schoolcraft trying to go inside, kicks it back outside. Nice Euro step move, and drawing the foul is Schoolcraft, and that will send number 10, Mariah Scott, to the line, shooting 2.
And I have to correct myself. That was 2 weeks ago when they played Wayne County, and they scored 63 points. And, last week they had that loss to OCC. We were here, 90-71. And they lost to Jackson 94-45. And so here, it is a tough task when you play the best team in the conference and arguably in the Midwest. This is a team that's bona fide Final Four.
And ranked number 13. Nice drive to the basket is Shahat.
Good drive, and that's exactly what you want from her. She's got to give you everything she's got on every possession. She's that good. She's got to show us today.
Travel is the call. Do not count the bucket. Bates will take it out underneath. Schoolcraft again picking up full court.
Henry Ford is sticking with the man. Man defense.
Good ball movement by Schoolcraft. And that's going to be an offensive foul against Schoolcraft as Parks checks back into the game for Henry Ford.
And let's just say that, hey, it's 3-1 in fouls. Henry Ford is getting a fair whistle. They got to make some things happen and try to cut it to 20 by half.
Shot over the Parks, and the foul is on the floor before the bucket. So Henry Ford will have to take it out underneath the basket. 4:16 here in the second quarter.
And Coach Marshall, she's going to shuttle in as many players as she can. Let's try to get a good combination out there.
Duckett struggling against this defense by Schoolcraft. Outside shot, no good. Rebound, Schoolcraft. Turnaround jumper, bounces around and off the side of the rim, but Schoolcraft retains possession.
Good D.
Good hands by Shahat. Shahat all the way to the basket. And then once again, got a little too deep.
And Parks has got to be smarter than that. Just go straight up. Just go straight up. There is no reason to foul there.
Raven Guy will go to the line and shoot one. (44-14). Guy misses the free throw, and that's going to be out of bounds. Officials look at one another and decide, well, okay, that's Henry Ford's ball.
Taking a look at this roster for Schoolcraft, they get girls from everywhere. And Henry Ford just turning the ball over. It will not give you an opportunity to win if you're just going to turn it over.
It looked like a travel before she got the shot off, but counted as three, as number 30, that's Levine, puts it up and in, and a steal. Magnet for two. Shahat quickly back the other way off the glass. That one not able to go.
How come they just can't, like, on the other end, you'll see the ball bounce and it bounce in. Down here, it'll bounce and bounce out. I mean, 9 times out of 10, that's the way it happens for them, for the Hawks. And they're at home. We got to talk to someone who made those rims.
Well, Shahat is at the basket. There it is. Off the rim. Not able to get that one to go. 2 misses from the free throw line for Shahat. Quickly back the other way, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
I can appreciate that one. Henry Ford, they cannot say it's 5-2 in fouls.
Shahat determined to go to the basket, and a jump ball is the call, and the possession arrow is over to Schoolcraft.
Shahat and Dunbar both have to realize where they are on the floor a lot of times. Too often, their head is down, or they're going baseline, or they're too deep in the lane. You got to have your mind made up as a point guard or the person that possesses the basketball, what you're going to do with the rock by the time you hit that free throw line. Otherwise, it's going to be disastrous.
Cable has checked in for Schoolcraft, number 11. And that one's all too easy, right to the basket. Is number 20, Hibbler, with 2. Duckett trying to find Parks. Duckett on the outside. Duckett. Jumper inside the 3. Schoolcraft comes away with it. They'll bring it out, reset, and get into the half-court offense. Nice little crossover. Going inside again. Good defense by Henry Ford on that possession. Shahat looking to reset. Six on the shot clock. Shot clock violation.
They kept yelling from the bench, run purple, run purple. And by this time, I know everybody on the floor for the Hawks should know what purple is. There's a lot of folks are just standing around, and you got to continue to do what you need to do. You have to execute. You have to run what you learned in practice. I know it looks gloomy, and it's easy for me to say this behind the mic, but if you're out there, you got to be ready to play.
Dorsey now checking into the game for Henry Ford. Good ball movement around the perimeter. Kick it back outside. 2-point shot off the mark. Schoolcraft with the rebound. And another rebound and the putback. Counter bucket by Schoolcraft. And that's Hibbler with her 4th point of the contest.
Well, if you're Henry Ford, just no rush. Use the entire clock, get a good shot.
Long 3-pointer. Misses everything on that one. Strong to the basket again by Schoolcraft. It's number 12, Smith, with the bucket. That one's at the buzzer, and that one's no good. Your halftime score, Schoolcraft 54, Henry Ford 14. It's halftime. You're watching Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford Network on YouTube. I'm Jeff Lowe along with Eric Bate. We'll be right back with the second half after this. Welcome back to Henry Ford College in Dearborn, Michigan in the second half. Just about to get underway. And Eric, your thoughts about this first half?
Well, I just think Henry Ford struggled. There's no other way to put it. 8 points in the first quarter, 6 in the second, 6 of 27 shooting from the floor. That's 22% by my calculation, and I'm no mathematician, but 1 for 11 from 3 won't cut it. And then here's the most telling stat. Henry Ford had 2 steals, meaning they took the ball away from Schoolcraft twice. Unfortunately, Schoolcraft had 16 steals. 16 steals out of 24 turnovers. So, and there was too often, there were times where Schoolcraft would get the steal as Henry Ford's just trying to get in their offense. Right at the top of the key, butt-naked steals, as we used to call them back in the day, where it's you and the defender, and the defender takes it from you. That can't happen. I would not care. That's about PRIDE, pride. You got to have it in the second half. This is a 40-point deficit. Get it down to 20 and make it respectable, and then you can start thinking about trying to win the game.
And most of those turnovers turned into layups right at the basket. 54-14, your halftime score as the second half gets underway here. Henry Ford will have the ball out, and they turn it over right from the start. Quickly down the other way, and the bucket is good by number 1, McNett.
And she played
Bird, I'm sorry.
Bird played 8 minutes in the first half of Schoolcraft. Look at this girl. Gets a steal. She's already scored a layup. I mean, I would imagine that coach is not going to let her play very much in the second half, but just imagine if she'd have played extended minutes.
Long shot, no good. Missed everything on that shot. Shahat, as Henry Ford continues to struggle from the field and struggle in this entire ball game.
There's no need to shoot a 3 this early in the half. Just run your stuff. If that doesn't work and you're up against it and you end up with the ball outside the arc with less than 10 seconds left, then you consider it. But goodness gracious, you got to run your stuff, run your offense.
6 seconds on the shot clock. A drive to the basket and a foul with 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Parks commits the foul and will send Smith to the line shooting 2.
I mean, her attitude about the game cannot be laissez-faire. She's got to be energetic. She's got to be supportive. She's got to be a person that wants to get the ball in the paint and get down and do the dirty work. I just got to get more from Jada Parks in every game, not just today, every game. She's the tallest player on the roster for a reason, and hey, she's there to rebound and get easy baskets and defend on the other end. I mean, to be a shot blocker, be an imposing figure, it starts with your attitude.
Smith makes them both and makes it a 57-14 game.
Lane violation.
Oh, lane violation, and
Against Schoolcraft.
do not count the bucket. Schoolcraft comes out, picks up full court again. Shahat, primary ball handler for Henry Ford, handles the pressure well inside the ducket. That was a good offensive possession for Henry Ford.
Douglas said, "Don't worry about it. I can score in the paint just as well as a 5'11", 6-foot girl."
Long three-pointer, no good. Schoolcraft comes away with the rebound. We'll reset it. Trying to go inside. That's going to go off of Bates and out of bounds over to over to Schoolcraft.
Yeah, and I think God bless Coach Marshall because she's got girls who have not had a lot of experience playing basketball, and they're playing college basketball. Now, could you imagine? You're thinking as you're coaching, you got young ladies who are coming to you with a skill set, a nice skill set. Then they get on the floor, and it's like some of them might have that pre-high school. And I do mean pre-high school. No court awareness, no ability to understand the transition from offense to defense and defense to offense. And you got to teach everything all over again. That's hard.
They drive to the basket, whistles blow, and that's going to go against Schoolcraft. Offensive foul. And Henry Ford will take it out. Schoolcraft has been continuing to apply the pressure defensively on Henry Ford. Drive to the basket. That one rolls around. There you go again with the ball rolling out, but fighting for the rebound is Promise Dunbar. But the possession will go over to Schoolcraft.
Right here, got a little bit of a zone look here for Henry Ford, and Dunbar reached in, and it's called for the quick foul. I'm not mad at Dunbar for trying to close the passing lane, but she just picked up her third foul. Got to be careful.
That one almost stolen away by Henry Ford. Duck it on the ground for the ball. And Shahat turns it over. Fast break by Henry Ford, by Schoolcraft, pardon me, count to bucket.
She plays the game at a different pace. I'm talking about Reagan Bird. And Ariana Dorsey she plays at high speed when she's going for the basketball. But again, you got to be aware where you are. That's a layup. You don't want to get in foul trouble. Now you got a girl going for an and one.
Beavers checks into the game for Henry Ford. And Bird at the line and completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. 60-16 your score. Shahat at the top running the offense. Good crossover. And a foul on the play as Dunbar draws the foul. And Henry Ford will take the ball out underneath. That one hit the back of the backboard. Another turnover for Henry Ford. Long three-point shot attempt. No good. That one hit the top, hit the clock. And Henry Ford will have the possession there. Up the floor quickly. Dunbar going inside, duck it outside. Shahat inside the three-point line. We can't find it. Schoolcraft quickly down the floor. Good defense by Henry Ford.
Shahat is off, 3 of 10 at the half, shooting, and she was 0 for 3 from 3 in the first half. Somebody's just got to score the basketball. This has been a problem for Henry Ford for most of the season. And 16 points, and you've played darn near 24 minutes. If you got a point a minute in the basketball game, you get 40 points. they're not on pace to do that.
Nice spin move that time by Bird. And that one's blocked out of bounds.
That was Beavers there with the hustle play down the floor.
Scott checks into the game.
Just like OCC last week. Fresh five, fresh five, fresh five. Schoolcraft does the same thing. They go right to the bench. They get fresh bodies in. And it takes a toll on Henry Ford because they have 7, maybe 8 players. A lot of ice baths afterwards. And then you got Jade Bates, who's got a problem with her right wrist. And there's a kid who, she's active. She'll play a level of defense and try to crash the boards. The hits just keep coming for Henry Ford.
Good rebound by Ford. Duckett on the outside. Trying to get into the offense here. Duckett on the wing, looking inside. Decent job in executing the offense. That one knocked out of bounds by Schoolcraft.
I'm telling you, Pinkerson for Henry Ford has a nice big body there. And if she could just get the skill to match the body, she'd be something out there. She could provide some inside positioning for the Hawks. And, you know, Jada Parks is back in, and we want the potential to become more than just that.
And that's going to be a travel. Now Henry Ford is in looks like a 2-3 zone defense. Let's see if this can help defensively. Good job blocked by Parks there. And a foul drawn by number 15, Promise Dunbar. Duckett looking for some room and gets the shot off and draws the foul and will go to the line shooting 2. Moss now checking into the game for Henry Ford.
Henry Ford's been stuck on 16 for a long time. But Schoolcraft hasn't run away with anything in this quarter. They just, you know, they've had a lot of different combinations. They have hit a lot of shots.
Before continually having problems from the field and the free throw line. Duckett knocks down the second free throw. 61-17 your score. Good ball movement by the Ocelots. Good defense by Henry Ford. 7 on the shot clock. Call the basket off and a foul on the floor. And let him off the hook that time.
And really good hustle by Henry Ford, playing good defense, helping out, talking a little bit. A lot of support from the bench. And then they call the foul. It's got to be consistent. Henry Ford's got to come back and do the exact same thing next possession. Coach Lewis from Schoolcraft put her gloves on, and that's the way I feel. It's pretty chilly up here, man. Somebody's got to start scoring some points. warm it up.
Cable makes the second free throw and makes it a 62-17 ball game. Dunbar on the outside, looking to drive, going hard to the basket, not able to finish. That one's out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Parks, and the possession will go over to Schoolcraft. 4:13 here in the third quarter. Henry Ford in the zone. Nice ball movement by Schoolcraft. Six on the shot clock. That looked like a double dribble right there. Long shot from three-point range, no good at the buzzer. Schoolcraft comes away with the rebound, and they'll reset. Long shot again, rolls in and out. Parks with the rebound. Duckett in the open floor.
I love the hustle by Henry Ford there. Good effort on 2 consecutive trips playing his own defense.
And Duckett will go to the line, and she'll be shooting 2. Gets the roll on the first. Parks with another rebound. This one on the offensive end. Duckett looking for some help. Her teammates went back up
I
on the defense.
don't think I've ever seen that. That's Journey Hyman Moss. She was on the defensive end during an offensive possession. And this is college basketball. And this is what Coach Marshall was dealing with. I want to illustrate that as best I can. She's dealing with young people who sometimes have mental lapses, don't know offense from defense. This is not commonplace in college basketball. But this is what Coach Marshall is facing, and that's why she's going to build a program. This is their second year, and this is their first full season they're going to have this year. Because remember, last year the season ended because of the academic situation and just didn't finish.
Turnover by Henry Ford. Now Henry Ford in the 2-3 zone. The 2-3 zone has been pretty effective. Good job by Parks again with the block. Schoolcraft swinging the ball. The rebound by Schoolcraft. Parks again defensively.
Good hustle by Henry Ford, I'd say that.
That half-court zone defense by Henry Ford is giving Schoolcraft some problems. Dunbar from outside, no good. .209 remaining here in the third quarter. 62-18 is your score.
Well, you know, if there's a silver lining in any of this, Henry Ford switches to the zone, they're playing better defense. You can't argue that. You have to appreciate it.
Duckett in the open floor. Parks.
Just what you want.
Yes.
Got to hit that.
So Parks draws the foul and will go to the line shooting 2. Good form on the first shot. Makes them both. So Parks, good positive sign, doing it on both ends, defensively and offensively right now. And on the floor is Duckett tying up Schoolcraft's player.
Well, I take my hat off to him here for this about 2-3 minute span here where Henry Ford is actually playing pretty hard. And their defense is leading the way. You're seeing Schoolcraft have to go deep into the shot clock.
Parks puts it on the floor, short jumper, nice looking jumper, but couldn't get it to go. Shahat gets the rebound back inside to Parks. Parks in the inside, draws the foul.
I like that. But she's got to forget all the stuff afterwards. Stay in it. Understand. Have confidence in yourself. She did everything you need to do. So that's what she needs to take from this. She's got to continue to. By now, she should be doing this. Don't get down on yourself. Continue to play. We keep saying it. I mean, she's a good-looking player, but she's got to be able to convey all the things that she's been taught on the floor.
And these are building blocks, like you said. Parks not able to convert the 2 free throws. 62-20 your score. Schoolcraft want to get into the offense. No rush. Inside and a foul. It looks like that's going to be on.
That's on Parks. That's her 4th.
Number 4.
It's her 4th foul. It's all you got to do is go straight up. That's it. And if she goes straight up, she's almost 7 foot with the arms. I mean, it's just. It's a fundamental that she's got to accept and execute, period. Nothing on the bench can tell you that. You got to do that.
Right at the line for Schoolcraft.
Looking forward to the next game.
Makes the second free throw right with her first points of the contest.
The men's game will be a pretty interesting game. Schoolcraft led by their coach, E.J. Harrelson, UDM alum, former coach there as an assistant under Perry Watson. Used to coach at Wayne State under Dave Greer. Finney alum against Henry Ford Hawks. Then the Hawks, they responded well this past week after the loss to OCC. I know they're going to be looking to, hey, we're not going to lose 2 in a row at home.
Parks has to come out. That's going to be her 5th foul. Brown at the line, misses the first. The bank is open on a Saturday for Brown. Stolen away by Schoolcraft. 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Brown, hard off the glass, couldn't get it to go. And a travel is the call. Good look inside, and Dunbar is called for the foul. And that will send Maya Wright to the line.
And that's 4 fouls. 4 fouls on Dunbar. And that's tough, because now you're getting in the battle of attrition for Henry Ford. They face every game. If a girl goes out, you're going down a notch. Let's face it, these are young ladies coming off the bench. They're not as good as the starters. So now you're in a tough situation.
Schoolcraft has not backed off, still picking up full court defensively. A little collision at midcourt, and Henry Ford not able to convert.
That was just a crazy shot by Shahat, and that's a crazier shot by number 14 for Schoolcraft, Deja Brown. For all the folks listening out there, young people that are playing basketball, I don't care what the score is. Know what you're doing and know where you are on the floor. You don't have to force anything. All you got to do is play the game the right way. If you want to score, hey, that's fine. But lately, looking at these shot attempts, I got to get on my soapbox.
3 quarters in the books. 65-20 is your score. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter. After this, you're watching Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube.
Man, it's terrible, man. I'm telling you, man. I don't know what we're waiting on. We could do a lot of this bad basketball, get paid for it.
Final 10 minutes here. Fourth quarter underway. Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. Schoolcraft College clearly in command with a 65-20 score.
Let's face it, these are Schoolcraft's role players. I don't want to say bench players, but they're second string. Henry Ford did pretty good when they switched to the zone. They got outscored in that quarter by 5.
Good job in tying up the Schoolcraft offensive player. But on the other end, not able to take care of the basketball. Schoolcraft in the open floor.
And I think they're going to put pressure on and try to speed it up and get out of here. That's what Schoolcraft's going to want to do. And Henry Ford, conversely, they just want to be, finish hard, finish strong, finish playing hard.
Mariah Scott now checking into the ball game for Henry Ford. And again, this Schoolcraft team is ranked number 13th. And they have a 4-0 record in the conference. And looking to become 5-0. Another turnover by Henry Ford. It's like an injury on the floor. Duckett goes down. She may have got hit in the face. Yes, that's what it looks like. Duckett got hit in the face. Got an injury timeout. With this timeout, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with more Henry Ford basketball after this. Welcome back, and the injured player Duckett was able to get up and walk off the court under her own power. Glad to see that. 67-20, and still by Henry Ford. Dunbar at the top loses the ball, on the floor for the ball, and a jump ball is the call, and the possession will go over to Schoolcraft.
I mean, now you look at the minutes that have been logged by Dunbar, Shahat. That's a lot of time here.
Good looking
30+
jumper
minutes
by Brown, pardon me.
Suddenly that ball, getting low and handling the ball with your fingertips, every ball handling gets sloppy. You're tired. You can never say, hey, I didn't get a lot of minutes in college if you're Shahat, if you're Dunbar. Those young ladies have played.
Brown with the turnaround jumper for free throw. And that was going to be knocked out of bounds, and the possession will go over to Henry Ford. Actually, he thought the possession was going to go over to Henry Ford. Schoolcraft will retain the possession of the ball. Looking inside to Brown once again, knocked away by Shahat. Shahat in the open floor and hard to the basket and draws the foul and will go to the line shooting two. Hot misses both. 69-20. Good job by Beavers defensively, knocking that one out from behind. That's right, could not handle the rebound. Long three-point shot attempt, no good. Beavers got their hands on it, but Schoolcraft comes away with it. Inside to Brown, Shahat behind the back. Shahat to the basket and draws another foul.
But she's running 1 against 4. As you saw the black jersey surround her and converge on her, we had Henry Ford had a couple young ladies that were trailing the play. That's the thing. And now Shahat's a little hurt, and that's not what you want to see. At this point, if it's going to get rugged like that, I'd opt to have her sit down for the entirety of the 7 minutes and 27 seconds.
Shahat nicked up a little bit. Also, the fatigue is settling in also on Shahat.
You got Shahat down, Duckett. I mean, it's still a physicality to this game. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, those are two of the players that do pretty much the majority of the ball handling for Henry Ford. Schoolcraft being patient. Now looking inside, bounce pass in the paint. And a foul on the play. And that's going to go on Beavers number 3.
Okay, at some point, I think you got to tell the young ladies, hey, don't foul. Move your feet, slide your feet, pass the offensive player off to the next person. If you're in the zone, help side, all those good things, but no foolish fouls, no silly fouls, no stopping the clock here. Let's play.
Dunbar comes away with the ball. Dunbar looking for some help. That one's stolen away from behind. And in for the easy layup goes Schoolcraft. And that was number 2. That's Reagan Bird. Or pardon me, McNitt with the easy layup.
Yeah, Dunbar's not going to trick you a lot with her ball handling. She's going to try to bulldoze you, hit you with the one crossover, and that's it. She's not going to come crossover like Tim Hardaway or Allen Iverson. But she got to keep her head up, stuff like that. But, geez, somebody's got to run with this so she can think about dishing the ball, sharing.
Duckett went back over to the scores table and checked into the ball game. So Duckett and Shahat are now back into the lineup for Henry Ford. 71-20 is your score. 6:34 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And Schoolcraft has not backed off. They are continually putting pressure on Henry Ford with this full court pressure.
Got the Schoolcraft men's basketball team warming up here, and they are 8-9 and lost the last 5, so they're coming in here a dangerous team that wants to snap a losing streak.
Jump ball is the call. And the possession will go over to Henry Ford.
And good to see Shahat back in the lineup, not hurt. This fourth quarter so far has taken 20 minutes. I mean, the fouls, the tie-ups and things like that will occur. But again, if you're Schoolcraft, if you're Coach Lewis, you're telling your girls, hey, play good hard defense, but don't reach. Move your feet.
Looking for Duckett. Duckett not able to handle. And the turnover again by Henry Ford, and a push from behind. And Shahat commits the foul.
Overton yelled, and hey, her teammate number 2, I think it was McNitt, Sienna McNitt, Garden City product, saw her long pass, and that's 5 fouls on Shahat. I mean, the starters slowly but surely been fouling out of the game.
Scott at the line, her second shot, bounces around, and Schoolcraft gets the rebound. Good look inside, nice bounce pass. That's Monica Hibbler with the 2 points for Schoolcraft. Hibbler with the blanket defense. Nowhere to go on the baseline right there. Up quickly. And Schoolcraft, misses the layup. And Duckett comes away with the rebound and draws the foul. .5:20 remaining in this one. 74-20 is your score.
Henry Ford has scored 6 points in the second half. That is emblematic of the struggles that they've had. They've got to find a way to score the basketball. I mean, that's the object of the game. That's why they got this big old scoreboard up here. You got to be able to turn the knobs on it. You got to be able to put the ball in the basket. You got to stop your opponent from scoring, but you got to score some points.
Henry Ford in the zone. Schoolcraft attacking the basket, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Going over the back is Levine. That's going to be Levine's third foul.
We're not even halfway done with the fourth quarter. Well, we are a little bit over halfway, but just barely.
Duckett from way outside, and there for the putback is Beavers.
You can't be weak going in there. Let's see if Henry Ford can bust through 30. Because the pace of the game is going to speed up. Duckett and Dunbar are the only 2 starters that are on the floor.
Hibbler with the steal. Schoolcraft quickly down the floor. That's going to be a travel.
Yep, that's a travel. Coach Banks called it right there. I just think that too often, man, we get in these games and we expect to see some sort of miracle, but it comes down, at the end of the day, it comes down to talent, execution. And sometimes a team with the most talented players are going to win. I mean, that's just the way this thing works out. Henry Ford needs a few more young ladies that have some skill and ability to match up with the young ladies they already have on this roster.
Duckett looking to drive, kicks it back out. Long shot, no good. Henry Ford comes away with the rebound. And a travel on the play. That's Pinkerson with the travel.
Who did you say? Pinkerson. I don't know. Sound like it said Henderson. It's Pinkerson. Nice post move. Duckett is not giving up. This young lady has showed that she is tough. May weigh probably under 100 pounds, but she is worth every pound. And Pinkerton, I mean, she brings a toughness, a sort of toughness to the team. I just want her to be able to rebound and score.
3:17 remaining in this one. The men of Henry Ford coming up next here on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. Schoolcraft with the ball. That one's in the paint. They just rotating it around. 11 seconds on the shot clock. That one rolls in and out. And Dunbar comes away with the rebound. Long three-pointers, good. Dunbar, Promise Dunbar with the three-pointer.
Well, that's good for her, because she's not shy. That's one thing's for sure. If she's behind the arc, she's gonna shoot the three. I don't care if somebody's checking her. If she has her mind made up to do it, she's gonna shoot it. And at this stage of the game, you're down 51. It's been a long day. Get some shots up. It's the only way you're going to come back is by scoring, right? And
it's the only way. Dunbar loses the handle of it, and it's going to go out of bounds and over to Schoolcraft.
And, I have to say this about Schoolcraft. They have a good team. I mean, this is a well-balanced team. The girl with the basketball had played this entire game, Reagan Bird. She controls the tempo. She can score. She can also run the team. So you got to love it. You really have to appreciate what she brings to the team.
Step through, Duckett with the rebound, and the putback count the bucket.
Big old heart. Big old heart on that young lady, man. I mean, she hasn't quit, and that's the thing about it. I think Henry Ford has not quit today. They've been playing hard, man. Sometimes it just comes down to raw talent.
And able to finish off the three-point play. 76-27. A minute 36 remaining in this one. Long outside shot, no good. Schoolcraft comes away with the rebound. That's going to be an offensive foul. With a minute 18.
It's been the longest 5-6 minutes ever.
Stolen away by Schoolcraft. Schoolcraft with the layup, no good. Drawing the foul is Bird, and she'll go to the line shooting two.
Let's just say the officials have earned their money today. They have really earned their money.
Yes, they have.
Because let me tell you, there have been a lot of whistles.
That's going to be Beaver's fifth foul. So she'll take a seat. Nicole Davis checks in for the first time this afternoon. Reagan Bird makes her first free throw. Makes them both. Under a minute remaining in the contest.
It's funny, Coach Lewis is walking around with her gloves on, her North Face gloves on. And you know what? It is cold in here, man. We're gonna have to talk to somebody because it is chili most, as they say back in the day.
Yes.
You familiar with that vernacular? Chili most.
Dunbar makes it a 78-29 game, under a minute. Good look inside that time by Schoolcraft. It's Mariah Scott with the finish.
Well, Henry Ford had 14 at the half. They had 15 in this half. I'd want to get a shot up if I'm anybody, and I was going to say if I'm anybody on the Henry Ford roster, I'm scoring, but they got it now, and they're not going to dribble it out. Dunbar is looking to score. You didn't want to end it this way on a breakaway layup, but.
$84-29. And that's going to do it. Your final score, 84-29. Your final thoughts?
Just tough. You got to have some folks that can score this basketball in college basketball because no one's going to feel sorry for you. Henry Ford did not quit. Give him credit for that.
Your final score again, 84-29. The men from Henry Ford coming up next. We'll be right back after this.